Greetings, grasshoppers, and welcome to the Bot Signal. My name is RJ Redden, and if you don't know me, entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their engagement because most can't get traction to save their lives. They feel like they're shouting into a black hole, and many, sound like carbon copies of everybody else. So, I create epic engagement experiences that get people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. So, engagement experiences, what does that have to do with Omnichannel? My friends, it has everything to do with Omnichannel. And what is Omnichannel? So, this word has been bandied about in a lot of chatbot marketing and just regular marketing circles, probably for about it's been happening a lot in the past year, but especially in the past month. Uh, because ManyChat is really pushing an omni-channel approach to chatbot marketing specifically. And so one of the things that it did was give a tremendous amount of free texting and free emailing from ManyChat through the rest of the year. In fact, just because I went to the conference, I got it, and every one of my clients that are connected to my account also got that. So what they're trying to do here is to promote people getting back to the bot through texting, through email, obviously. But in a larger sense, what does omni-channel mean? So let's start with a common tragic scenario that some of you may be able to relate to. And this common tragic scenario is that as an entrepreneur, you are wearing 78 hats at once. I know that you do because I do it too. And someone reaches out to you on a channel that you're not necessarily monitoring 1,000%. I've had this happen to me. I'm sure that many of you have also had this happen. It's that feeling like, oh, I messed up. I missed it. I've got to get back to this person now with a little egg on my face. I get it. You know what? There's a whole lot to monitor. You got your Twitters, you got your Facebooks, groups, and pages. You've got your Instagrams. You've got your email. You've got your bot. That's more than a full hand at this point. But I think you're smelling what I'm cooking here. Customers, clients will no longer come to you where you're at. Clients, pre-clients, are now expecting you to be where they're at. Okay. May seem daunting. There's a lot of software out there, obviously, that will promise to take care of this for you. For me, I think that the best answer that I have found, and this is a complicated answer. This answer is not for the faint of heart, because it does involve a fair amount of technology. But well, the one best way to head a lot of these things off is to have what I call a 411 bot on your website. A website bot that will take a look at, the question, discover the intent of the answer, serve an answer, or serve something that says, hey, I don't know the answer to that question, but I can get RJ and she'll be back here. And she'll pick this up with you. That's the first way to head off any sort of, questions that people might have. But there is a way to dig deeper into that. And there are ways to connect social profiles. At this moment, I haven't found a tool that will do all of them. But I have found one that will do quite a few, will connect those social profiles to your bot, to your question answering digital assistant supreme, who will either find an answer to that question or come get you. In the olden days, used to be like, receptionist, used to be gatekeeper. And when I first started bots, I used to think about a bot as a place that you send somebody, and to have a conversation with them. Obviously, yes. But what if we extended when I used to think of it primarily in Messenger because that's where everything was when I started out. No more. No more. Now I can have I have that avatar. Mine is called Spinning Dragon. Sometimes people are a little confused when they get emails from Spinning Dragon. That's just because sometimes she takes over my email account, okay? It's all good. Anyway, sometimes you could take that avatar that you have created. And for me, that is something that nearly every time we go through and create with the client because it's really, really important. It's important to take to have that avatar, and we'll get into that one another time as to why and how does that help create a great engagement experience. But today we're talking about omnichannel, and so how do you connect with people where they're at instead of making them come to a certain place where you're at? I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but here's what I know about me. On my website, I got several pages there. It's not much to look at, but if you want to, you can. We're changing it anyway. But hardly anyone actually ever goes to the contact tab with a question. How many of you? Oh, hey, Jenny Arkle Road. Great to see you this morning. How many of you have had this issue where you put the contact stuff out there? Um, People can, push the button and email you. You only, I've gotten maybe 5 emails in about 3 years on that particular website, and all of them are spammers. All of them are spammers. So that isn't really worth it even to put on websites anymore. I mean, people still do it, but here's my point. Here's my point. Somebody lands on your website, they're not even going to click over to the contact tab. You know what I'm saying? They're going to try to find their information in the quickest, easiest way that is humanly possible. The way to do that is definitely with a bot. And then expand. Gosh, expand. Expand to all the channels. Do this thing. For me, and my avatar is very much a part of what I do. I had my graphic designer put a cape and goggles on my avatar just because it's a huge part of everything. So when I text, when I email, when I reach out to people, it's Spinning Dragon on my behalf. My newsletter sometimes will say across the top, from the desk of Spinning Dragon. So it's a huge, it's a huge thing for me. It's just putting my avatar out there. But think about this. If you could have something that helpful on your website, why not hook it into your different social media channels? Because here's the deal. People expect to be served. They just do. It's the way that things are. And why should we be angry about that? Why waste time being frustrated that now you've got to keep an eye on just about everything on earth? Don't be frustrated. Let's embrace it. Let's just give that idea a big hug and see how we can serve. That's all we have to do, right? Um, it's an adjustment. I realize that, but being present everywhere, being present where they're asking their questions is very important. Teresa says, I just disconnected my website and redirected to my platform. This way people can explore and engage in one swoop. True. People can absolutely do that. Um, so omni-channel. The way that ManyChat is currently defining it, and they have certainly, we went over a couple weeks ago. If you missed that show, we did go over what all the changes are and what is all going on there. So if you missed that, hop on back to it. It's a short, well, it's not a short show. I was about to say that it's not. It's a long one. It's a long one, people, and, it's like I think I took almost the full hour because there were so many different things that, they are introducing. I think that the coolest thing, though, that they are doing and that all people who have been based in Messenger hopefully will do is look beyond that one platform and think about, okay, where are people at? How do they want to be reached? How are they contacting me now? Can I possibly cover all of those channels with a bot? I can. I'll tell you that. I certainly can. And I mean, I'm thinking of we're always going through changes here at Black Belt Bots, thinking of offering that service to people. Is to be able to connect everything up and add a bot to that so that the bot can answer frequently asked questions or whatever it is. Because I'm planting these bots on people's websites all the time now, right? But if somebody asks the same question in your DMs on Twitter, will they be able to get an answer to that question? Um, Not unless your bot actually communicates at that level. So anyway, now I have to figure out if I can connect a bot and I'll have my dream set up. Well, yeah, of course, of course. That is the dream. So omni-channel, think about this. If you don't want to think about the technology part, don't. Just give me a call. But think about this. Think about putting your digital assistant avatar everywhere someone could ask a question from you. Think about having that on the spot, on demand resources and information for your people. I'm not talking about like Zendesk. I'm not talking about that thing that comes up in the corner like 2 seconds after you've landed on the site and can I help you? Like if you were at a store, you'd feel stalked with some of those things. You guys, come on. Don't do this. Don't make people feel stalked. For me, those are actually kind of annoyances, and if it just leads me to a pile of frequently asked questions, I could have done that myself. We want a conversational experience. We want people to ask questions in their own words and receive good answers. We don't want a keyword match on some dumb thing and bring it to them and call that customer service. We just don't want to. Omni-channel customer service is the best customer service, where people can ask questions in their own language, in their own language, unless you're using a multi-language bot, and some of my clients do. What I mean there is not necessarily, I mean, in their own language, sure, but in their own words is what I meant. People can ask questions in their own words and get a conversational answer that then when I've answered the question, I can say, hey, does that make sense? So, my clients know too. I ask that all the time. Does that make sense after every explanation that I give? And if they say no, I can forward that question on. And if they say yes, I can ask them if they have another question. Those experiences where people just lead you straight to a huge FAQ that doesn't answer your question, that's not good customer service at all. That is a pale substitute. In fact, it's not a substitute at all, because most of the time what that does is just make me frustrated. It's the equivalent of press 1 to, rather stab your eye out than talk to me anymore. Press 2 if you've been in a repetitive loop forever. You don't want that kind of customer service. You want, if you can get it, you want customer service that is intuitive and conversational on every channel you can put it on. You do. That is the way that you can stand out in whatever field you're in. Does not matter. You can stand out and draw more people to you. That's what omni-channel is about. It's about omnipresence, my darlings, my friends. Know this, it's about omnipresence. It's not about sitting on Messenger and trying to drag everybody to the party over there. That, for me, that was my modus operandi for a long time, and it absolutely worked. But now I'm seeing people expand, and I want to be there too. I want my bots everywhere that the people are. So, anyway, gosh, it's you know what? I got to tell you, you guys, I'm going to break from the topic. Break. And I'm going to talk to you about a mastermind that I attended 2 weeks ago. It was amazing. Or 2 weeks ago. Sorry. Thursday and Friday of last week. It's okay. Listen, my sacred juice is here. I'll be drinking it right now. Very good. Let me try to get my brain all coordinated. Thursday and Friday of last week, I attended a mastermind, which was straight up, hands down, and sideways amazing. It was so great. Small group, about 20 people, and all of us giving our all to help the other people in the virtual Zoom room. I had some friends there, some folks that I've known a long time. Also met a whole bunch of new friends, and it was an incredible experience. My friends, if you get an opportunity to join one of these masterminds, I encourage you to do so. The person that put this on, Jane M. Powers, you got to say the M. She gets mad if you don't say the M, people. Jane M. Powers put this thing on, and it was amazing. If you are interested in maybe attending one of these masterminds with me, do let me know, and I will see if they have room. They're doing one. They're doing one here in 2 weeks. They're doing another one. I can't wait. I can't wait to meet more people, learn more things, and make new friends. I can't wait. So if you want in on that thing, just let me know. There's some details that I can get to you, and if they have some room, then they'll then you have to go through an application process, and then they'll throw you in there. Gosh, I just have not met a group of people who were so willing to just reach out and help other people. You know what? This is interesting. For me, this is interesting. Our environment right now, things are very combative on certain elements, and people have been cooped up for a long, long time, and some people aren't dealing with that very well. I know that a lot. I talked to my wife this morning. The hospitals are around here are getting so they don't have any more beds because everybody in my state thinks that it's a great time to there's they think they might be immune or something. I don't know what they think. I don't know what they're doing. It's absolutely craziness. But I mean, the hospital's getting filled up is a problem. You know what I'm saying? But it's a symptom of a deeper problem in that people are housebound right now. A lot of folks, and just trying to stay away from the virus. I get it. I do it too. And there's no time like the present to go to one of these mastermind things. There's no time like the present to go to an online networking thing. There's no time like the present because people miss people. They do. They miss people. They miss helping people. They miss a lot of things. And so anyway, that's my rant. If you want to take advantage of this awesomeness of the mastermind, do let me know. Otherwise, if you get a chance to join one, if you get a chance to do a small group deal with people, take it. Take it, take it. Because right now you'll just get the best help. And certainly with the group that I was in, they were offering amazingness. Straight up amazingness. So anyway, that's what I that's about wraps it for today. Thinking about that Omni channel. So here's your homework for the day. You didn't know you were going to get homework, but you just did get homework. That's right, my friends. Let me encourage you to think about Omni channel. Let me encourage you to think about how you can have automatic presence that is helpful, conversational, and answers questions instead of asking people to dig through a pile of FAQs. Let's think about that. Where can you add that? Where do you want to add that? Where is it frustrating that you are not picking up a conversation now that people will no longer come to you? Heck, they won't even click over to a contacts page. People won't necessarily come to you. They're going to ask the question where they're at and have you find them. Now that we've got that kind of a culture, how are we going to embrace it? How are we going to be on every channel? How are we going to serve with a level of excellence that makes people rave? Think about that for me. We're going to have shows the rest of the week every day here at 10 a.m. Central Time on the bot signal. Wherever you're watching, that's where I am. And I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear from you, kinds of things you want to see, kinds of things you want to do on the show. Later on this week, we're gonna explore, wait for it, TikTok. we're I'm going to take a good look at that and tell you, is that good engagement marketing? Is it bad engagement marketing? Is it good for your audience? Hell, I've done some research, so I'll let you know. And we're going to talk about many other things on the program too. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for being awesome, because you are. And if nobody's told you they love you today, hey, I do. If people can hate for no reason, I can love for no reason. So whoever you are, hopefully you have an awesome Monday. And that's it for me today, my friends. I will see you in a bot.